Hey guys, welcome back. Today I want to take a look at the Beretta M9A4. This gun has quickly become one of my favorite guns to shoot. The only thing I've done to it so far is, you can see on here, I put the TLR1HL. It gives the gun that 50 shades of FDE look, and I love everything about this gun. It shoots great. It's just a phenomenal weapon. Now, Beretta made this for the military trial for the United States Army because they wanted a new modular sidearm, which SIG ultimately won. They wanted to be in a modular firearm. This was not very modular. SIG, they did everything they wanted, so they got the contract. And also, I'm pretty sure it's because this cost quite a bit more to buy than the SIG, and they were able to get those a lot cheaper than they could have got another contract on Berettas. And one of the cool things about the way this gun comes, it comes in an ammo can, and the ammo can has foam in it, which is laid out perfectly for the gun. It comes with 3 18-round magazines, or 10-round magazines, depending on which state you live in. And it also comes with an extra grip cover. This, we're going to call it a grip cover. And it's also got your paperwork in the side of it. It came with a lock and some other things. And it also came with an extra set of O-rings for the threaded barrel to hold the thread protector on. Now, this model has the Vertex grip, and the back of it goes straight down. A lot of people don't like that. They want a little bit more of a palm swell, so that's what the other grip module gives you. It's got a built-in palm swell to make the back of the gun a little bit larger. And if you got really big hands, it might be a good idea, but it seems to fit perfectly in the hands that I've got, and I wear a large glove. I don't have great big hands. But let's talk about the gun a little bit. The gun is unloaded except for a snap cap. We're going to put a snap cap in it so we're not just sitting there dry firing the crap out of it. I don't mind dry firing my striker fire, but my hammer fired, I'd rather use a snap cap. So we're going to go ahead and put that in. Single action trigger on this has quite a bit of take up, but once you hit the wall, it's a nice snap. Try to get that in a better frame. You see that the double action is not bad either. Now, this gun doesn't have an actual safety on it. It does have a decocker, which is this lever right here, and it's also ambi, and it's on both sides. But when you engage it drops the hammer safely without firing around. And the way that works, I'm going to try to get in here where you can see that. The firing pin runs through the gun, but on the back side here, there's a roller mechanism that rolls the firing pin, the rear of the firing pin, up out of the way, so it cannot strike a primer. But when you do click the safety off on this, and it drops the hammer, you will see that lever shoot back up. So it does not stay down in a safe manner. The reason they did that is they didn't want to have a dead gun, because on other models that have a safety decocker, if that's down, you can keep pulling the trigger and it does not fire. Like, the gun will not stay cocked, and you got to flip that off to make it work. And they didn't want anybody having a dead trigger, basically, in a combat situation. You're sitting there pulling your trigger and your gun not going off because you forgot to flip your safety up. Now, the M9A4, as opposed to the M9A3, has these pieces you can take out here, and they sell a plate to go on this, and you can put a red dot on this. They also sell taller sights, so you can co-witness with whichever red dot you get. I plan on putting a red dot on this. I'm just not sure which one yet. Whichever one I get is going to be FDE, just because I'm super bougie like that. I like my stuff to match. It does come with factory night sights on it, and the night sights are actually pretty bright. They're really good sights for what they are. The double action trigger, I'm not 100% sure what the pull weight is, but it's, probably 8, 9 pounds, 10 pounds possibly. So we'll go ahead and check it single action, and we'll see what the single action pull is on this. Every time I've checked it before, it's right at 5 pounds. And we're right at 5 pounds. So it's got about a 5 pound single action trigger pull on it, which isn't bad. Like I said, the take-up's got a little bit to be desired, but that's not a big deal. Once you hit that wall, it's a very crisp snap. These do come with a threaded barrel where you can put a suppressor or a comp if you prefer to put a comp on it. I mean, I've seen comps on these before and they look pretty cool. I've just never seen a need for a comp on a 9mm. The muzzle rise isn't that bad. I don't shoot competition, so I don't need that extra edge. Like I said, they come with extra orange O-rings here, and that helps lock the thread protector onto the gun. Screw that back on there. And also, like I said, these do ship with 18 round magazines or 10 round magazines. These magazines are the same length as the old 15 round mags, and some of the if you buy extended Beretta mags, they're way longer than this. They're about that long, and they all 20 rounds, which I don't really get it. You got 2 extra rounds, but it's an inch and a half longer. But it is what it is. The mag release over here on the side sticks out pretty good. It doesn't affect me as a left-handed shooter. I'm not accidentally dropping mags out of this like I have with some other guns. But you can also switch that to the other side and have it where it's use your left thumb to eject the magazine. Now the gun locks back on the last round. The slide catch, slide release, whichever one you want to call it, is on the left side of the gun only. It is not ambi. And I've gotten so used to having my guns, like I say, I shoot left-handed, that I just use my left finger and run the slide forward. So it's not that big of a deal for me, and if that's an issue for you, then this might not be the perfect gun for you. I know the Gen 5 Glocks have the slide release on both sides, which is kind of cool. A lot of the other guns do as well. Beretta kind of missed the boat on that. The finish on this is a little weak for what it is. Underneath the between the flashlight here, you can see where this is kind of rubbed on it. There's a lot of the finish gone off of there, and the finish has kind of gone off the inside of the gun, but it's not coming off the barrel yet. And I've probably got 500 rounds through this altogether. I've taken it out, shot it quite a bit, and it's, like I say, the gun shoots lights out. It's a very good shooting gun if I do my job, which I don't always do my job perfectly, especially when I'm trying to shoot fast. We'll roll in some video of us shooting our dueling tree with it, and it's so fun to shoot. And I do see why SIG won that contract, just for the fact that the gun is so modular. These aren't modular. It is what it is. It's the same length, barrel, slide, and grip module. Whereas with the SIG, you can just change your grip module, your slides. They did as much as I don't like the SIG, they did do a good job on that. But I know the military ran Berettas for years. A lot of guys love them. A lot of guys hate them. A lot of the guys that don't like the Berettas that were in the military were shooting Berettas that probably had 500,000 rounds through them that had been rebuilt and rebuilt and rebuilt. And they had issues with them, so that makes them not trust the gun now, which I understand 100%, because there's brands of guns out there that I will not buy just because I've had issues with one or two of the guns in the past, and it just turns me off to the brand. But these retail for like $1,100 usually. That's what I paid for this. I've had this gun for a while, probably 5 or 6 months, maybe 7. And I haven't done a review on it because I really wanted to shoot it. I didn't want to, just buy it, run a couple mags through it, and be like, this gun's great. I wanted to give it some real world testing. as close to real world as I can get, because I don't carry for a living, but I have taken this gun every time I go shooting. This gun goes with me in the holster. It's I run a Filster floodlight that holds pretty much every gun I got with a TLR1HL on it, and I've got 5 of them. And the only gun I can't put in there all the time is my Glock 21, just because the slide's wider. But this gun, for some reason, I'll always take with me. I just, like, I can throw any of my other guns in there. My Glock, I got a 22 with a light on it, so I can use it for practice also. But I always throw the Beretta in the holster, just because it's probably the most fun gun I have to shoot, and I'll probably like it that much more once I get a red dot on it. But the takedown on these is, for cleaning, is just like any other Beretta. You pretty much just push your button in on the side, push that lever forward, and your slide comes apart for cleaning. Now, I haven't cleaned this at all. There's a lot of gunk in there. Like I said, I probably got 500 rounds to it. I have oiled it before I took it out. The last time I shot it, I did oil it. The spring is not captured in it, and you can see she's dirty just from shooting it. Then the barrel comes out like any other barrel. Then you can take it apart the rest of the way and clean it as deep as you want to clean it. And there you can see that wear I was talking about on the bottom of the slide. The finishes come off of it. It's not a big deal to me. Having wear on my guns is kind of like a badge of honor. But yeah, we do take them out and shoot them. They're not just all safe queens. So when you put your spring back in, make sure you follow it all the way down before you let go. Like I say, it's not a captured spring, and you can shoot these across the room. Put your eye out, hit your cat with it, your kids, your wife. So you don't want to smoke them with a recoil rod. Just be careful putting that spring back in. But like I said, this is my favorite gun to shoot now, my favorite handgun. So it probably won't be the last video I'll make on it. I want to do a 1,000 round review on it when I get there. It might be a few more months. We're wrapping up the end of summer right now, and anything I shoot, I got to do it now, or go out in the butt-ass freezing weather of Ohio's wintertime, which gets pretty bad sometimes. But we hit 1,000 rounds. We'll do another review on this and give you guys an update. And it's also got a lanyard loop here, which is kind of cool. I've never put a lanyard on my pistols. Like I say, I don't carry for a living. I have no reason to do it, but it's there if you need it. But if you love these guns or hate these guns, let me know why. I know a lot of people don't like them. I know a lot of people love them. They prefer them over anything else. And I still have Glocks. I've got, I have some SIGs. I'm just not a big of a fan of SIG as I am the Beretta and the Glock platform. But I will also say, as much as I love this gun, if shit were to go sideways, I'd probably grab a Glock, just because we have so many magazines for Glocks, and I've only got like 5 or 6 mags for this. I got the 3 that came with it and 3 extras that I've bought. So I do need to pick up more mags for these, but they're a little bit spendy as opposed to a Glock mag where you can get a mag pull for, $10 at times. You can buy 100 or 10 of them for $100, where these cost about 30 or 40 bucks a piece. But if you love this gun or you hate this gun, let me know why in the comments. And if you got any questions about it that I might be able to answer, I can try to answer those for you best I can. And as always, thanks for watching. Stay safe, and let's take back our Second Amendment.